Now, you guys have some other products as well. From what I remember, you mentioned to me some kind of commercial products or
Oh yeah, absolutely.
investment
We have
products
yeah,
for.
for investors,
Mhm.
investors that are interested in, maybe you are in a position and you're looking to acquire rental properties for Airbnb or long-term rentals. We have our debt service coverage ratio loan, which is considered like a non-QM loan product. This is a product where you could finance a investment property without having to show your tax returns or your income for that matter. It
Wow.
really analyzes the cash flow of the business to determine the income, right, to qualify you for that loan. And these are all 30-year fixed loans, which is really, really exciting. So
Right.
the
So debt service coverage ratio loan.
Mhm.
I don't need to show my tax return.
Nope. We're not interested in tax returns.
Mhm.
To be quite honest with you, we're not really concerned if you're employed,
What?
right? I know that sounds crazy. That sounds
Yes, it
crazy
is
because
crazy.
we're analyzing the investment property as the business, and that has the income to support the monthly payment, right?
So
So
you're
as
looking at a
long
business
as
plan?
no business plan needed.
No.
We need to make sure that you have a credit score of a 680 or higher, right? And there are times where we can go a little bit lower than 680. It's on a case by case basis, but let's start at 680, right? Because that's where you really need to be to get
Mhm.
rates in lines, so that ratio will line up. But 680 credit score, you have to be able to show that you can get across the finish line, right? In terms of cash. So, we'll verify funds to make sure you have at least, we can do single family homes at 80% loan to value, right? Which is great. So that's a lot of leverage there for investment properties. So as long as you can show the cash to close and you have the credit positioning, we can get you in line. And what it will require, excuse me, is a appraisal, right? So
Mhm.
appraiser goes out to the property, make sure that the value's there. They'll also have a market rent rate. Once that market rent rate comes in, and as long as it covers the principal, interest, taxes, and insurance at a minimum of 1 to 1. And we do have programs that you can go under the debt service coverage ratio, but let's just say at least at a 1 to 1 ratio, that property would qualify, and you'd be able to get into position to purchase.
So I have a question.
Mhm.
You have any products for foreign nationals?
Yes, we have foreign national loans available too as well. That requires a little bit more in terms of, it's the leverage that you get for foreign national loans. We can finance up to 70% loan to value. So you have to come to the table with 30% down, and you can't live or work in the United States, right? But you can qualify to purchase, a second home or a vacation property or an investment property, and we use the same debt service coverage ratio to help qualify that property as well.
So I
So,
could live in another
I
country like Canada, um,
yes,
and I
yeah,
can, buy a property as an investment property in the United States
oh yeah,
using this product.
oh yeah. I serve a huge Canadian market. I also work in the Caribbean. My family and my background is Jamaican, so I have a lot of my family and friends who've heavily invested here in South Florida,
Hmm.
and they were buying all of these properties cash prior to understanding the opportunity of leverage and using a foreign national loan, right? They didn't live or work here, but they wanted to buy property to be able to create wealth in the States. And that foreign national loan definitely offered a ton of leverage for them, which is great.
That's a shout out to you, Wendy. Awesome. This is amazing. So Andre, what I'm gonna do now is we're gonna close out this live stream with you're gonna basically have a 60-minute, 60-second opportunity to just basically do your own little commercial. Okay.
Mhm.
So I'm gonna put on this video here, this screen here. All right, and then I'm not gonna count down. So just count down, you know, f- starting with five, and then when I say five, count down to zero, and then I'm gonna
Okay.
transition, and then you'll go ahead and start, and just again, say who you are, your bank, just your 60-second
Sure.
commercial about you, your company, your product, how to reach you. You see his Andre's specific website link is there, and no matter where you are in the country, um, make sure that you reach out to Andre because he can connect you with one of his partners in another state. So even if he's not in your local area, he can get you connected with the with the.
And not to interject, I've made the proper alliances like Solomon, right, with
Mhm.
our company to be sure to serve the entire United States, right? We have that teamwork within our organization, and we
Mhm.
all work as a big team here at CMG to make sure we serve our clients properly.
All
So
right.